know if we're ready, because this crowd is about to go absolutely nuts for our next guest. They're from UK's biggest indie pop bands.
But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all?
After 3 mammoth albums, UK pop band Bastille are on top of the world.
Have always worn your flaws upon your sleeve.
With a string of global hits, they are now one of the most streamed bands on the planet, racking up numbers into the billions, and they couldn't be happier.
Lately, I've been thinking, I want you to be happier.
Even though their latest album is called Doom Days, it's full of upbeat bangers the fans can't get enough of.
We keep on running through a red light like we're trying to burn the night away.
Now in the country touring Doom Days, if it is the end of the world, Bastille has come up with the perfect playlist.
Oh, joy, when you call me, I was giving up, I was giving in.
Would you please go nuts for Dan and Kyle from Bastille? Guys, I was going to ask you a question about your new album, but firstly, you've got a look-alike and someone that's dressed like you in the crowd, and it's not only the first time you've seen them, is that right?
Yeah, so the last gig we played in Sydney the other day, and I picked this guy out. He was dressed exactly as Dan was. Like, he was wearing the same shirt and the same haircut. I was like, this guy, I can't believe him. And I walk in and he's here. He's wearing the same jumper.
That's so weird.
I think it just shows how few clothes I have there.
Guys, blink twice if you think you're in danger.
The new album is called Doom Days.
Happy stuff,
It
yep.
sounds, I mean, like an end of days type of thing, but then when you listen, it's a party. I didn't know the end of the world was going to be such a party.
Well, it's got to be, you know? If it's ending, you've got to make the most of it.
Talk about with a bang, right?
Yeah, so it's kind of like, apocalyptic party album, sort of, you know, the world's kind of falling around sort of outside and you're closing the curtains and you're having a house party.
Oh, yeah.
And then it kind of charts the course of that night.
And in that house party, is that guy invited?
Yeah.
He's a stunt double.
Yeah.
For all the drinking that I can't handle.
You guys recorded some of this album in this very town, I believe.
We did, yeah, we did. So the last time we were here a year ago, we just decided to add this track at the very end of the album process, which I seem to do quite a lot and everyone hates me for it, but we had, like, literally the weekend we were here to do it, so we found a studio in Melbourne. It's this song that's quite full on. It's basically, if the album's about escapism, it's everything you'd want to avoid in 2019, 2020. So I turned up at this studio, didn't know the 2 engineers, and was like, hi guys, nice to meet you. We've got like an hour. I'm just going to sing 50 verses that are all about how awful and messed up the world is.
50 verses?
I'm Dan. I couldn't pick, so I wrote about 50.
I'm not a music producer, but that's too many verses.
It is too many verses.
It was too many, yeah.
It was too many. I drove myself completely mad. There's only 8 in the song, but I wanted to make sure we did them all just to see which ones worked and which didn't. But yeah.
Now,
So
I love
Melbourne
you guys.
is, like, important for us, and that album, you know, this is this town where it's like the title track of the album. So, thank you, Melbourne, for having us.
You guys are regulars at Glastonbury now, but I understand the first time you ever went to Glastonbury was quite the drama. I'm looking at you, Kyle. Is that true?
Yeah, so we got the first time we got booked super late, and Dan already had his ticket because he always buys his tickets to Glastonbury. And they only had, there was like these 2 smaller stages, they only had 2 tickets. So Woody and Will got the tickets, and then I had to sneak in. I had to sneak into Glastonbury.
How?
So I was greeted at the train station. Me and this guy I just met, who was in the car park, we got in this sofa.
They got packed into the back of a sofa that was then put in a lorry and shipped into Glastonbury.
And then we drove in, and like they put all the cushions back on, and then loads of like shopping and stuff, so that when they went in and they checked, it was like, oh look, they just went and got loads of shopping, and there's no people in that chair, so you know.
I had this crazy idea that the acts that we saw at concerts had tickets.
Yeah, well normally they do, but I think it was kind of it was a last minute pulling in favours kind of job.
Right.
You know, it wasn't super.
And then, sorry, the same year you got kicked out, right?
I got kicked out because I didn't have a ticket. So
Luckily,
yeah.
after we'd played, but...
Yeah, so I got caught, and then I got taken to security, and they were like, "How'd you get in?" I was like,
Well, you played.
I don't know. But no, well, that's the thing, because I had all the different stage wristbands.
Yeah.
So they were like, "You haven't got a ticket. How have you got all of these stage wristbands? All this access?" And I was like, "Well, I can't. I don't know." And then they shut me out.
You tour a lot as a band. Spill the beans. Who's the most annoying member?
Annoying
Member on the band on tour.
Who gives you the shits the most?
I don't know.
I think we're all probably equally annoying. Yeah. I think when you live in a tour bus and you're in little coffin bunks above and below each other, breathing in each other's farts all the time, I think it's kind of... You sort of go beyond annoying and into this sort of weird state of acceptance.
Between coffin bunks and hiding in sofas, it's so glamorous, isn't it?
Well, the
I think I
guys,
just farted too. on the way out.
the guys are currently touring and farting their way around Australia. So if you want details of where you can check them out, head to our website. All the details are on the links page. Would you please thank Dan and Kyle?
We're back with more project in a moment.